Meditation sucks. It's hard. I don't get it. I don't even understand what I'm supposed to be doing. Am I doing it right? What is going on? I don't understand what I'm supposed to be doing. This is how I felt the first time I tried to do meditation myself or experience meditation. To take a yoga class, and at the end of the yoga class, we would sit down, wind down, relax, and meditate and just listen to the sounds and relax our body so that our body felt like it was floating. Okay. So when I used to do this, I used to ask friends at the end of the meditation, I said, what are we supposed to be thinking about? She keeps just saying, let your mind go, let your thoughts go, think about nothing. Which for me was extremely hard, because how do you think about nothing? I've never in my life been able to do that. So I didn't meditate for years and years on end. And then I would say it would probably be about 5 years before I decided to meditate again and take it more seriously. And a common reason people meditate is for spirituality. And it's not the only reason that people do it, but I wanted it because I was going through a time in my life where I needed mental clarity. So I tried different things and different techniques. I did a lot of guided meditated sessions or videos, listened to just audio where it would help me relax and meditate. And it wasn't until I stumbled across somebody else explaining meditation and talking about it that I really understand what I was there for, what I was doing, and what the purpose of it was. And it also dawned on me that I'm not the only one that goes through this. I have a coworker, and she's talking about how she meditates, but she's having a horrible time doing it. It's just hard. She can't do it. And I said, what do you mean? What's hard about it? Like, what are you struggling with? And she goes, every time I try to meditate, I get in my house and it's quiet and I'm relaxed and I'm doing my thing. And just as I'm starting to feel relaxed, I'll hear coughing or something to that effect in the other room. And it happens to be her husband, which he has a condition where he coughs. So it's not like he can control it or it's just a one-time thing because he's got a cold. It's a frequent thing in their house. But I kind of laughed and I said, yeah, I understand exactly where you're coming from. And I said, this was explained to me and it helped me understand meditation, understand how to do it right, understand that I was doing it right. So basically what I explained to her is when you hear this coughing noise or this nuisance, you kind of just zone out or you listen to the cough and the sound of the cough and you take the cough in. You can picture what your husband looks like or the person coughing looks like. Just think anything you're thinking about it. I mean, you can be like, wow, that was a loud cough, or is he choking on food, or just try to identify what type of cough it is. But it does not ruin or interrupt your meditation. That is key. So another example she gave me too is like her cat comes in the room and it'll start pitter-patting and on a box or something that's in the room, or it finds something that it wants to play with, so she hears that noise. Again, you're just kind of taking that noise in, listening to the noise, identifying the noise, and soaking it in and just making room for it. Okay, and now you're thinking, well, what the heck's the point of that? I don't care. Well, a part of this, and a part that I think a lot of people have trouble with meditation, is a part of meditation is remaining calm and remaining like unwavered in your mood when things that you don't expect to be there are there. So what I mean by this is in your day-to-day life, you're also going to encounter lots of instances where you're highly irritated or agitated by someone or something in your surroundings, or something catches you off guard, unexpected, makes you really upset. So the idea is, if you can master this sort of technique during meditation in your everyday world, your practical world, you can also be able to apply this and learn about it. So when you're in a situation, let's just say your friend has betrayed you, or your friend is giving you bad news, or something kind of catastrophic where you would normally erupt with rage or get over dramatic or emotional and scream things like, how could you, why would you, whatever's going on. or this is the most devastating news of my life. Instead, when that moment comes, you can actually be more present in that moment. The person is giving you the bad news. The person is, putting you through, kind of putting you in a scenario that you don't want to be in. And then they're making you uncomfortable in a way. Uncomfortable with the situation, what's going on. Something about the situation is upsetting to you. All of that can be going on and happening, and your friend or whoever this may be that is giving you the bad news, or the way that you're receiving the bad news, you can stay more calm and collected through that process, and you'll be able to cope with it better. Later you'll be, you can, somebody's telling you something, you just can nod and listen and take it in. And then when you do have a question or you want to say something or interject, you will be able to come at them from a calm and collected place, and be able to articulate what you're feeling in a much easier manner. So it took me a really long time to understand that that's kind of what meditation is and how to use it to its best ability, in my opinion. And my meditation, I do use it for a somewhat spiritual ritual, but I also do it as something to kind of just practice quieting my mind, calming myself down. It was sort of an anger management tool for myself. So also, like, I used to get very irrationally upset about things, and I didn't know why. But some of that, when you start learning how to tune out the sounds of the distractions in your life, you will also learn how to sit with your thoughts when they come in. So you will actually, when you meditate, you may be thinking about something. You may be thinking about bad news your mother told you, or your friend, or whatever, and that may come into your mind, but you can sit with those thoughts and be present and process them. So I think meditation really is a beautiful thing. It will take some time to master that technique, but once you master that technique, you can do so many other things with meditation as well. So I just wanted to give this a video and put it out there, because I know I'm not the only one that felt this way when they first started meditating, and I don't want you to give up on your journey of self-healing, meditation, and a peace of mind, because that's really what meditation is about.